Welcome to our video titled, Why Climate Change is the Perfect Excuse for Higher Taxes. In this discussion, we'll explore how climate taxes are often presented as necessary solutions to the pressing issue of climate change. However, we'll uncover the complexities behind these taxes, including their role in revenue generation, the unequal economic burden they place on different populations, and the limited transparency regarding how the funds are actually spent. Join us as we delve into the political implications and the alternative solutions that often go unnoticed, leading to public backlash against these initiatives. 1. Climate taxes are framed as solutions. Governments around the world have been embracing climate-related taxes, presenting them as effective tools to combat climate change. These taxes, such as carbon taxes, are often depicted as necessary steps to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The idea is simple. By taxing activities that produce emissions, individuals and companies will be motivated to reduce their carbon footprint. This concept is appealing because it aligns with the broader goal of fostering a greener planet. However, while the intention is noble, the execution and implications of these taxes are more complex. Critics argue that while they may help in reducing emissions, they also serve as a convenient rationale for increasing government revenue. The challenge lies in ensuring that these taxes genuinely contribute to environmental benefits rather than just bolstering the public coffers. 2. Revenue generation. Climate taxes are not just about saving the planet, they are also significant revenue generators for governments. This influx of money can be used to fund various projects, sometimes unrelated to environmental initiatives. While it's true that some of this revenue is reinvested in green projects, such as renewable energy and conservation efforts, a substantial portion often finds its way into other areas of the budget. This flexibility in spending can be both a strength and a weakness. On one hand, it allows governments to address pressing financial needs. On the other hand, it raises questions about the genuine commitment to environmental concerns. The dual nature of climate taxes as both a fiscal tool and an environmental measure makes them a topic of debate and scrutiny. 3. Unequal economic burden. One of the most significant criticisms of climate-related taxes is their disproportionate impact on low and middle-income households. Taxes like those on fuel can lead to higher living costs, affecting everyday expenses such as transportation and heating. For wealthier individuals, these added costs may be a minor inconvenience. However, for those living paycheck to paycheck, they can represent a significant financial burden. This disparity raises ethical questions about the fairness of climate taxes. Are we asking those with the least means to bear the greatest burden in the fight against climate change? This concern highlights the need for policies that are not only environmentally effective but also socially equitable. 4. Limited transparency on spending. Transparency, or the lack thereof, is another critical issue surrounding climate taxes. Many people feel that they are left in the dark about how their tax contributions are being used. Governments might not always provide clear reports on the allocation of climate tax revenue, leading to skepticism and distrust among taxpayers. This lack of transparency can undermine the public's willingness to support such taxes. After all, if people are not convinced that their money is being used effectively to combat climate change, they are less likely to agree to pay more. Ensuring that tax revenue is transparently and efficiently allocated is essential to maintaining public trust and support for environmental initiatives. 5. Alternative solutions often ignored. While taxes are one approach to addressing climate change, they are not the only option. Investments in renewable energy and technological innovation could offer viable solutions without relying heavily on taxation. For example, funding research and development in solar, wind, and other renewable technologies could lead to breakthroughs that reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. Additionally, encouraging energy efficiency and conservation through incentives could achieve similar goals without imposing financial burdens on citizens. Unfortunately, these alternatives often receive less attention and funding than they deserve. By focusing primarily on taxes, governments might overlook other pathways that could provide more sustainable and less economically disruptive solutions to the climate crisis. 6. Public backlash. Public resistance is a common reaction to proposals for higher climate taxes. This opposition is especially pronounced during times of economic hardship when individuals and families are already struggling financially. People are more likely to push back against additional expenses when they feel their economic stability is threatened. The backlash can take various forms, from protests and demonstrations to political pressure on elected officials. This resistance underscores the need for governments to carefully consider the timing and implementation of climate taxes. Engaging with the public and addressing their concerns can help build the necessary support for these measures, ensuring they are more than just unpopular mandates. 7. The politics of climate taxes. Climate change is not just an environmental issue, it's also a political one. Politicians can leverage the urgency of climate change to advocate for taxes that align with broader fiscal agendas. This can lead to a situation where climate policies are intertwined with political motives, making it challenging to discern genuine environmental efforts from strategic fiscal maneuvers. The politicization of climate taxes can lead to polarized opinions and hinder productive discussions on how best to address climate change. Understanding the political dynamics at play is crucial for navigating the complex landscape of climate taxation and ensuring policies are both effective and equitable.